Hey guys, what's up? This is going to be my first video on this car build series. This is my 91 Foxbody Mustang GT. It's not GT anymore. There's no motor in it, no heart, no soul. This is kind of in the middle of the teardown. I started this with the biggest hopes of getting it done quick, but life kind of got in the way. A bunch of stuff happened. This went on the back burner, and it's been sitting like this for about a year now. But wanted to start this video series because whenever I was talking to people about this car, they just kept just pushing me. Why is this not, something you're trying to do on video? Why are you not starting your own series and stuff? Blah, blah, blah. This is so interesting, blah. So with all that and all that aggression, I decided that I was going to start working on it again. And then why not just go ahead and film my progress and what's going on with it and everything. It's going to be a toy. This is going to be a drift car. This isn't something that's going to be anything pleasant to drive on the seat. I'm not going to have any AC, no heat, no radio, nothing in it. It's going to be purpose built. So over here I have just some cheap SR performance coilover kit. Over here I got a 4.6 3-valve Mustang power plant. Transmission is not going to work. It's a TR3650 trans, and that's what I'm going to go with, but I need the TR3650 that's in the 2003 2004 Mustangs. And if I'm not mistaken, it might be in the 2002 Mustang. I can't quite remember. I can't afford a T56. That's why I'm going with this setup right here. I have the 8.8 that was in the Foxbody Mustang whenever I got it, but it had disc brakes. Took a rear end out of a 96 V6 Mustang, pulled the axles out of it, and then I also robbed the caliper brackets off of it so I can actually have disc brakes for this car. And I want to say, I actually don't know if this is going to work. I may actually have to get a different housing, but I think this will work. And then everything bolted up like it's going to work. Then I have, let me see over here, power steering, going with a Volvo power steering pump. I know a lot of people that use these. Then we have spindle. I actually sent this off, got it cut, got the tie rod relocation on it for steering angle. Got Steve Mast control arms for my steering angle kit. Then of course ball joints, Ford Ranger hubs so I can have 5 lug in the front. And then let me see here, got gauge clusters for days. Got this gauge cluster. This is probably going to be the one that I have to put in the car because whenever I pulled this motor and trans out, I ended up taking the full wiring harness. I got gas pedal where it's drive-by-wire. I got the actual brake and clutch pedal assembly, this, and then these totes are full of every bit of wiring harness out of an '07 Mustang GT. And it was kind of one of those things that this is not the power plant I wanted to go with, but since it was free to me, a guy basically just worked out a deal with me. He was going to take it to the scrapyard. He said if I wanted to have it, that he would take the car down here, set it in my driveway, and I could pull the motor and trans, and as soon as I'm done, just let him know and he would come pick it up and take it to the scrapyard. So that's ended up being what I did. It was out of a wrecked car, so fingers crossed that this freebie is going to work out, because if you look right here, it's broke the trans mount where it was hit so hard, and then also up here it had the radiator and condenser just crushed into it, but the radiator's aluminum, so I'm hoping that nothing too bad happened to it. See, it got the throttle body position sensor, both crankshaft position sensors, and then the power steering pump pulley is actually warped. So it definitely took a hit. The oil filter's fine, the crank's fine. I've actually turned it over. Water pump's fine. Alternator's not warped. So hopefully this motor is fine. It's not gonna have AC, so taking the compressor off. I'm gonna have electric power steering, so I'm gonna take the power steering pump off. If I can, I wanna go with an electric water pump, so just to take all the drag off the motor. I'm probably not gonna tune this motor. I'm not gonna cam it, not gonna do anything like that. It's just gonna be one of those things that I'm going to keep the factory tune and just pull all the rotational mass weight that I can out. And then on that car, I want to do as much weight reduction that's cost effective as possible. So I want to have a stock tune motor for reliability and longevity. Even though these don't make a lot of power, that's what I want to start off with first to get the car going, is lightweight and reliability, just so I can go out to the track, have fun. I haven't drifted in probably, I want to say 7 years, so this is going to be a learning car, and I'm probably going to sling it into a wall or tear it up somehow, and there's going to be a point where I'm not going to be able to fix it after I total it. So this car is going to be a journey to get me there, get me to the track, get me out of the house. A weekend warrior that I get to load up on a trailer and take down to different tracks, different states and stuff. It's going to be something that's just going to be an absolute ball to have and just rip around, shred. And let me see here. I think that's really about it. Be looking forward to seeing videos of this car. I think next week I'm going to try and work on getting the body. I'm going to pull the rest of everything off that I need to get off, and I'm going to start prepping it, making sure that there is going to be, zero issues of rust. I'm going to make sure that there isn't something else crazy going on with the car, because if you already look right here, it's had the strut tower rot that all these get. It's on this side. This side is fine. It's not even really any kind of issue, but this was kind of, I need to look at this more and make sure that this isn't like a hack job. It kind of looks like one with what their welds look like right here. So I got to inspect this more and make sure that this is going to be safe for me to ride. But other than that, I think this will be it. Just kind of going over stuff for the first video of what's going to be happening, what's to come, and everything. Be looking forward to seeing other faces of my friends and everybody coming over and helping me out with this. This is going to be something that I want to push myself to try and get done soon. It's been sitting around way too long, just tore down like this. It's going to be a pile of scrap if I wait any longer. So let's see what we can do, guys. Like, follow, and subscribe.